Yo, what's going on? What's happening? I want to say this. I've covered the whole FDMG school that Dr. Umar has been trying to get off of the ground for the last 12, 13 years. I've done a numerous amount of videos about this whole FDMG school. And to me, in my opinion, this is just another scam. Straight up. Like, I think his donators got tired of him just using excuses, poor excuses that is, far as, opening up the school each year around September, around like August, September. It's like got to the point where he had to come up with something different and new. And let's just say someone did break into the school and cause those type of damages that he recorded on his phone or camera. I think that it was just like at the right time where Dr. Umar could use this as a reason or excuse of why he's going to miss the grand opening on the opening date this year of, opening up the school. And then it kind of, he gets to ask for donations again because of the fact that he can say, well, I need donations because of the damages that these people, vandalizers, robbers, cause towards the school. I need money to repair the things that they broke. So he's just recycling the scam and making it work all over again for him. And there's no telling how long he gonna stretch this out. Straight up. Like, at the end of the day, cut the BS, Dr. Umar, man. I'm just being real with you. Like, the whole school, scamming people with the school and all the rest of that stuff, it's played out. Like, to be real with you, man, I'm going to give you a word of advice. Words of advice. Straight up. I think you need to turn that school into a multi-purpose building. That's real talk. Juneteenth already came and went. But there's always 2026. You can hold a celebration for Juneteenth there and charge people at the door. 4th of July is coming. You can have, I understand that, you don't celebrate the birth of America and all the rest of that stuff. I don't either. But you can have the birth of the FDMG school or something like that. Have, people rent out booths, sell things, vendors sell things at the spot. The same thing that you normally do with these so-called grand openings that you have every year for the school. Then, of course, winter season comes around. This is holidays. You know what I'm saying? You got Halloween. Turn your school into a haunted house. It looks like that anyway. Hire some of your friends to be the vampires, Dracula, werewolf, Frankenstein. Charge people $10, $15 at the door. Hell, you can have it where you can host weddings, funerals, birthday parties, you name it. You can even do your lectures and charge people at the door. You can rent out your building. You can turn your building into a skating ring every Saturday and Sunday and charge people at the door. But this whole school shit is played out. Real talk. Matter of fact, the whole Dr. Umar character is played out. I'm not saying that you're not intelligent. I think you are an intelligent brother. But you're not intelligent enough to open up your school. It's obvious. And if you say that you are, then you're intelligent enough to be a scammer. Because that's what you're doing. This is going on 12 years. I know it. I've been counting the years, man. 12 years. Just think about that. Had I or anyone else waited on your school, waited for our kids to attend your school, guess what? Our kids should be graduating by now out of your school. But they're not. Because you don't have a school. You just have an empty building. That's what you have with lights on and running water. That's it. That's all you have, man. And it's just like, yo, let's just cut the bullshit, man. I really do think that you need to stop lecturing. I think that you need to give it up with this Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey school and become, and I know a lot of people will agree with me, become a comedian, a stand-up comedian, for real. Try to get on Netflix and have your own hour special. I'm telling you, people will pay to see you. Straight up. Instead of putting doctor in front of Dr. Umar, it should be the comedian Umar Johnson. Because you're hilarious. People are laughing at you nowadays. Everybody thinks that you're a joke. Matter of fact, they don't think, they know it. And this is not a bashing on your character. I'm not trying to disrespect a so-called man that's, all about the community. That's trying to uplift the community. And no, it's not about that. It's about just knowing when I see a charlatan, when I see a fake, a fraud. And my duty is to, even if it boils down to me, even if I have to call myself out, my duty is to let my people know when they're getting fooled, scammed. I'm just sick and tired of this shit, man. It seems like every couple of years, a Polite, a Dr. Umar, a young Pharaoh, a Rashid, and who else? The list goes on of street scholars that pop up. And in your case, Dr. Umar, you say you got college degrees. But they pop up. And our people buy into it because we're desperate. We want to see change to the point where half of the shit that these street scholars, be preaching and teaching don't make sense, but we make it make sense. Because that's how desperate we want to see change in our neighborhoods, in our communities. Straight up. Hell, I was one of them. I used to believe in Dr. Malachi Z. York. Yes, he used to be a disco singer. Straight up. Like, staying alive. He used to be a disco singer. Straight up. And then all of a sudden he came out with this doctrine of him being a man from Planet Risk. The 19th Galaxy Ilium 8th Planet Risk that has 3 suns. And Planet Risk rotates around those 3 suns. Yes, I believed in that BS. Because I was so desperate to get out of the harsh conditions that black people or the black community is going through in America. To the point where I believed that a disco singer was from another planet. And he manned this ship called Nibiru. And not only that, this man has 76 trillion years of knowledge. And my question to the Nubians, Sabians, because you all change your name all the time, just like your man changes his name all the time, Dr. Malachi Z. York. But you Sabians, I always ask this question. If he has 76 trillion years of knowledge, and the people that built the AdMax correctional center that he lives in, that's where he lives right now, doing 135 years, it's obvious that these people that built this center, I think it was in the early 2000s, so they only have a certain amount of years of knowledge. Let's just say they got 100 years of knowledge. How is it that they manage to contain with 100 years of knowledge? How is it that they manage to contain someone that has 76 trillion years of knowledge? See, you didn't think about that. And don't tell me, oh yeah, he chooses to stay there. What fucking man or being, besides your man Dwight York, would choose to stay in a fucking super AdMax prison that they said, I seen the documentary, they said that jail is a clean hell. That's what they said. This man only gets an hour out of his cell each day. That shit don't make sense. Let me tell you something. If I was in control of a motherfucking, this is what they say. If I was in control of a planet-sized ship called Nibiru, I would have been got the fuck up out of here. But I believed in it. Straight up. Just like how you people, some of you all, believe that Dr. Umar Johnson is going to open up a school. Let me tell you something. This is real talk. I'm going to explain to you how he's never going to open up a school. Because if it was about the children, if it was about educating the children, no lie, he could have just did the FDMG cyber school. He could have had these same kids that he's saying that he wants to educate. He could have had them attending a cyber school where they could have been at home with their laptops, tablets, desktop computers, whatever, on their phone, going to school. And that would have cut out a lot of expenses. Because see, the thing of it is his thought process, his vision is dated. We're living in the 21st century where malls are shutting down, businesses are downsizing, companies and corporations no longer exist. They have physical stores and physical buildings. A lot of people are working remote at home. So if he was really about that life, he would have created a cyber school by now. And according to the people that actually cover him, you know, like your Leonard Honors and a couple other people, you know what I'm saying? They claim that he lives in the basement of his mother's house. Oh, my question is, why couldn't he just gut out the basement of his mother's house and in the mornings towards the afternoon, make that out to be a school? And then at night, you know, he got his roll-out bed, make that out to be his, you know, school slash his room, a house. Like, it's obvious that he's not sincere. Straight up. Straight up. He's trying to make this school, he wants to make this school tuition based. So how is it? Just think about that. The FDMG, Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey School is, I've seen it. I've seen it, not physically with my eyes, but I've seen it on the videos, on YouTube. It's dead in the middle of the hood. It just don't make sense. So let me get this right. It's dead in the middle of the hood, where there's poverty, children that basically are living in poverty. They're poor. I'm just trying to understand, how is it that you got a school in the hood and it's tuition based? How in the world are the kids that live in that neighborhood that you got a school in going to be able to attend that school? Because those are the inner city kids are the ones that need it the most. Straight up. It's like, no, seriously, what you're talking about doing is like putting a Whole Foods in the middle of the hood, knowing that those people can't afford to shop at Whole Foods. So what you going to do? You're going to bust other kids in? Straight up. Those kids that have parents that can afford the tuition that you're charging at your school? And the next question is, if they can afford, those parents can afford the tuition that you're charging, why are they going to pick your school out of private schools or schools that may be better fit for their children? Straight up. And if you're thinking about having an all-black school, you can it. You know how many lawsuits you're going to be hit with that shit? So you're going to have some other races enrolled in your school just off of the strength of someone coming to your school and you talking that rhetoric that you normally talk about. So, oh, black this and black that and blah, blah, blah. It don't work like that in America. Straight up, you're going to have some type of equality. It's going to have to be some balancement. And like I said before, the shit don't make sense. And I know for a fact he ain't gonna never open up that school. Speaking of school and education, I'm so goddamn tired of people like Dr. Umar and the likes, including your melanin recessive men and women, commodifying education and knowledge. That knowledge should be for free. And there shouldn't be a such thing as public school and private school. Because what I want to know is, what are they privately teaching in those private schools to the students? It's obvious that the private education is way more greater or more valuable than the public school education that I got and others got that went to public school. It's obvious that, yeah, true indeed, everyone that goes to private school is not a success story, but most are, especially those that come from a privileged environment or household. Most of these people that go to private school, they graduate to go to college, and then they go on to owning businesses. They are the CEOs of companies and corporations that hire public school people that have public school educations. So I don't believe in that shit. I don't believe that there should be a price tag on knowledge, information, consciousness, awareness. That's real shit. You got all of these people that go to these Ivy League colleges and regular melanin recessive man colleges and universities, and they're charging, people are going in debt. You can get a loan to go to college, but you can't get a loan to open up a small business. You can't get a small business loan. A minority could walk inside a bank and get denied of getting a loan for opening up a small business. But if that minority went to college, that same amount that he was asking for that small business loan that he was trying to get to open up his business, $80,000, they'll give him more than that. If he went to college. The system is not rigged. It's not. It's meant to be that way. Straight up. Shit is meant to be that way, and y'all gotta peep the game. Y'all gotta peep the game, man. That's real shit. Motherfuckers have commodified, monetized knowledge, information. This shit gotta stop. Gotta stop. Dr. Umar, you know good and goddamn well you're not gonna open up a school. You know that for a fact. And I'm gonna be just like you. I'm gonna say things 3 times. You know that for a fact, Dr. Umar. You know that for a fact, Dr. Umar. You know that for a fact, Dr. Umar. Straight up. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you something else. This is another thing I wanted to tell you that may help you out. Stop saying things 3 times. We got it the first time. Brothers and sisters 1, brothers and sisters 2, brothers and sisters 3. Yo, stop saying that shit 3 times. We already got it the first time. I just think that you should be a comedian. Turn your so-called school into a multi-purpose building. Because you know it's about the money. You know it. Dr. Umar ain't no different from a rapper, with the exception of wearing gold chains. He want to fuck hoes. I'm pretty sure that you bagged up Sukahana. And he want money. Ain't no different. That man ain't no different. He's just a fat version of Polite. That's real shit. He's just a taller, fatter, and more dark-skinned, without dreads young Pharaoh. That's what he is. All of them motherfuckers are the same. All of them. Nobody knows where young Pharaoh's at. You remember that shit where they'll be like, where's Waldo? Where's Young Pharaoh? Last time I seen him, he was threatening people and on drugs. Look at the street scholars that a lot of us follow. Straight up. You got Polite. Watch this. You got Polite, Nature Boy, Rashid, and Dwight York. What all four of them have in common? They're all serving sentences from the same crime or similar crime that all of them committed. It was either touching a minor or raping a woman. This is crazy. You know what, I came down here, you know, living in the jungle. You know what a lot of people thought? They thought I was gonna be the next Nature Boy. And that's the thing. Like, man, you know what? I can't blame it fully on these people, because like some people just want to be tricked and fooled. Straight up. So, you know, I came down here and the comments, I saw the comments in the very beginning. Oh man, he gonna turn into a Nature Boy. That's what you want me to be? And look what happened. Excuse me, I turned into more of a family man. I ain't got time for that bullshit. Straight up. Real talk. After I get off this video, I'm gonna eat lunch and we walking to the beach. My family and I. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, I'm a real deal and you follow me and this and that and so forth, because I ain't got shit to offer you. I'm not trying to create no organization for you all to become members and I charge a membership fee. I'm not trying to open up no fucking school and educate your children. That's your responsibility, not mine. I'm not trying to bring everybody down here and we do some Nature Boy shit. You know, I'm taking your money and I got women and I'm banging out all of the women and I'm treating men like punks. That's not what I'm doing. And some of you all may say, man, Langston, he's an honorable dude, man. He keeping it real. No. I'm just gonna be real with you. Like I'm not trying to take care of nobody's children. I'm not trying to take care of no adults. It ain't my fucking responsibility what you do with your life and your soul. Where your soul goes after, you know, after you leave this earth. I'm not gonna be responsible for none of that shit. So to be real with you, I ain't on no honorable shit. I ain't on none of that shit. I'm just not being responsible for none of y'all niggas. It's just that plain and simple. Or your kids. Because overall, at the end of the day, you should be taking your kids to private school, public school, or Dr. Umar school. You should be homeschooling them. That's real talk. But I get it. I get it. You got to go to work. You got to pay bills. But then at the end of the day, I don't get it. Because while you're paying bills and you going to work, you steadily buying the pocketbooks, the Louis Vuitton, the red bottoms. You busy. You steadily having bad habits like smoking weed, smoking cigarettes. You got all this fucking money to blow. Whether it's at the bar, whether it's on clothes, whether it's on cars, whether it's on buying houses and shit. A lot of y'all motherfuckers, no, seriously, we don't believe you. A lot of y'all motherfuckers talking about some, man, the terrorists is kicking my ass and all these high food prices is kicking my ass and shit like that. How is it when I go in your closet and you got all name brand shit? Louis Vuitton kicked you in your ass, but you ain't had no problem with buying that. Them throwback Nikes set you back $400, $500, $600, but you ain't had no problem with purchasing that. See, your priorities are chopped and screwed. All that money you could have been had invested that into your child. But as usual, What do you do? What do we do as a black community? We put the burden of responsibility on someone else's hands. That's the reason why there are a lot of people that are upset with Dr. Umar not coming correct with that school. We'll throw our kids any and everywhere. Charter school, let me throw them in there. Public school, let me throw them in there. Private school, if I can afford it, let me throw them in there. And then want to bitch and complain when your child ain't properly educated. At the end of the day, it's not that white lady that you claim is racist that's in a public school, and you sending your child to that school knowing that that's going to be his or her teacher. It's not that person's responsibility to teach your child. Shit, it's yours. That's real talk. So you could can it. I'm not Dr. York. I'm not Rashid. I am not Young Pharaoh. I am not Dr. Umar Johnson. I am not Nature Boy. I ain't none of that. Straight up. I'm gonna tell you what who you could compare me to. It's the motherfucker that be coming to get a cut, and you sitting right next to him, and then barbershop talk. Y'all start talking and everything, and then you look to the side. This motherfucker start talking. You're like, yo, this motherfucking intelligent. Man, he sound like he should be a leader or just doing something bigger and better than just being at the barbershop, just, talking. I get it, you know what I'm saying? We vibing, it's some brotherhood shit, but man, it seems like this man can be like far more greater. And you know what? No. No. The greats have came and went. Marcus Garvey, Sheikh Anta Diop, Dr. Ivan Vern Sinterma, Dr. Ben. I'm waiting for Dr. Phil Valentine to retire. Look at what the fuck has happened to Bobby Hemmett. Khalid Muhammad. The greats have came and went. And look how we treat our elders. Bobby Hemmett, he's all type. Last time I checked, he's sick, sick of shit. Dr. Ben, look at what happened to him. He dedicated his whole life to teaching black people of how great we are. And when he came and he delivered when we needed him. But when he needed us, look at the situation that we put him in before he died. Nah, man, fuck that. I ain't doing none of that shit. I'm not getting no gray hairs over no niggas. I'm not gonna do it. No disrespect. This ain't a shot. And we take it that way, so be it. I'm not gonna be no motherfucking Sinetta on YouTube. Great the fuck up. I'm just not gonna do it. Straight up. That's real talk. I woke up this morning and had some pineapples. Pineapple chunks. Not out of the can, fresh pineapple that I cut up. Right after that, I had some sorrel. Not no bullshit, and I ain't get it from the Jamaicans. I got homemade. Raw sugar, not no white sugar, raw sugar. Cinnamon, allspice, ginger, and hibiscus leaves. Couple minutes after that, I had some coconut water. Yesterday, I climbed up a coconut tree and pulled down 5 coconuts at the beach. Came home, cut that shit up, put a hole in it, poured it in jars, and refrigerated it. I'm not playing games with y'all motherfuckers. Health is wealth. All of the effort and energy that I could put into creating a school, building an organization to help black people and all the rest of that. And I ain't doing none of that shit. I'm going to put all that time and energy into me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I, and my family, or just my overall family. Because that's my responsibility. And my contribution to the black community is for you all to see what I'm doing for me and mine, and you do the same thing for yours. So I'm only here to motivate and inspire you. That's it. I ain't going through hell for you or anyone, with the exception of my family. And it's just that plain and simple. Educate yourself. Educate your children. I have conversations with my children every fucking night. I let them know the good, the bad, and the ugly. I taught them about the Transformer community, the Elemental P community, way before anyone could have educated them on it. So, your first teacher is your mom. It's just overall your parents. So, your children turning out fucked up, no, it's your fault, not Dr. Umar's. Straight up. Other than that, I'm out.